your only home? No. A person could have a house in place A and buy a new home in place B and still live at place A, right? Okay, so those are just things for you to think about. Now, here are some things that I also want you to think about. I also want you to think about I also want you to think okay, here's the first question. I want you to just say the first thing that comes to your mind using a number. Just using a number. Okay? In the time that you have been interacting with me or knew of me, Barbz, why are y'all typing numbers when I haven't even asked the question? Chill, chill, chill. Okay. In the times that you've been interacting with me, have there and what is the best policy, guys? Honesty. Okay? So that means I'm not going to call your answer out. I'm not going to call your name out. I'm not going to do any of those things. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is a judge free zone. Okay? But the more honest the answers are, the better the rewards, I think. Okay. How many times would you personally, how many times would you say that there were times that I've said something and it seemed a bit far fetched to you at the time? So you weren't really like you weren't able to believe it or wrap your brain around it. And then later on, it could have been weeks, months, years. And then later on, it turned out to be true. How many times would you say that happened to you where you you thought something seemed far fetched and then it turned out to be true? Okay. Okay. Good. Good. How many times And Barb's, let me tell you something. It doesn't mean that you doubted me. So I see people saying like, "I never doubted you. I never doubted you." Um, I want you to know that human beings, like at times, they are going to doubt people, or like if you don't know something to be true, you might doubt it. You might not. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to think that I'm gonna, that you have to say you never doubted me. But if you never doubted me, that's dope, and I appreciate that. But this is more about just your own truth. Now, for the people who said they never doubted me, what made you not doubt me? Now, that's a very important question. I don't want you to quickly just type something just to be fast. I want you to listen to the question. To the people who said they never ever doubted me, what made you not doubt me? Okay, but Miss Breezy Girl, you said track record, and a lot of you guys are saying because of stuff happened like the, and but I'm talking about prior to a track record, like prior to no track record being available. Okay, perfect, Barbs. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for your honest answers. Very smart. Okay, here's the next question. Barbs, do you think that I personally, do you think I align with your overall views? And again, this is not a right or wrong. This is just your truth, and you should be able to share your truth. You don't have to say what anyone else is saying. Okay. 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 Was there ever a time, don't say the time and don't say the incident, and don't even say when it was or what era it was. Was there ever a time that you felt we didn't align? Okay. During the times that you felt like if it's anybody that said no, during those times, did you feel like you were able to voice that opinion um openly? Hmm. Well, I would hope that you guys, I mean, as long as you're not being rude, I would hope that you guys could always voice that. Because you don't have, first of all, you don't have to have the same views as me or other barbs, and you should be able to speak on it. Hmm. Would you feel would you feel more comfortable if you had a way to do it anonymously? Okay, cool. Oh. So TK Digital said, I thought you were harsh, and then I could see the games being played and couldn't blame you. Okay, well, okay. I see what you said, the rarest beauty. Thank you for communicating that. Do you think that, again, this is your truth, okay? Do you think that I know, let's say let's not talk about anything personal that has to anything to do with me, right? Generally speaking, do you think that I know something you don't about the world? Really? Why? Why? Miss Lemon said the industry, yes. JC Poe said you're wise. Um, and it's interesting because barbz said about the industry you work in, yes. But have you ever thought or have you ever saw like actual evidence that maybe you guys knew stuff that I didn't know and that I learned it from you? Isn't that interesting? Okay. Yeah. It's interesting that a lot of the barbs pay deep close attention to my industry and have known about things that I never knew about. And so, you know what is so freaking like. So, first of all, we have to discuss the shenanigans. Y'all, The fact that, yo, nah. Chat. Um, gosh. No, so here's the thing. The Barbs have reclaimed their time, right? And isn't it amazing how we march to the beat of our own motherfucking drum, right? And isn't it amazing how everyone yearns for our attention? Like, we could be just sitting there twiddling our thumbs, hair coat, one thing, boom, another thing, boom. Like, um, it's interesting. Yeah. Yep, that's true. Ayo Deltings, he said, yep, need our validation. Yeah, they need your validation, but they're also, I mean, they just need your attention. And in fact, that is validation, because that's what is the currency, the attention. And sometimes people don't realize how unhinged we actually fucking are. Now, unhinged in the way that we really don't care. And because of that, I feel like people never know what the fuck they gonna get. You know what I'm saying, y'all? But honey child, people have been getting their feelings hurt lately, child. They've been getting disappointed lately, child. And then you know what it be? I always tell people this about the Barbs. This is why I always used to tell people, don't speak on the Barbs, don't speak to the Barbs. Like, you know, I would never go and like start talking about or to somebody else's kids. So like let's say the Barbs were my kids, right? Um, you would come to me or you would speak to me. You wouldn't speak to them. I wouldn't do that. Like, remember back in the days, if something happened and a parent wanted to say something to you, they went to your parent, right? Okay. So basically, I always used to tell people just don't say nothing to the Barbs, don't say nothing about the Barbs, because one thing about it is the Barbs forget. The Barbs will wait. They will motherfucking wait. Who remembers how many times I used to be saying this? I used to be saying, yo, the Barbs be, and not only do they wait, and not only do they not care how long it takes, but they come with receipts. And I used to always try to tell people, yo, just let them rock. Like, like just leave them the fuck, okay? However, People have allowed themselves so many times to be told whatever they wanted to hear at that time. And then what happens is that now you have to get ready and play out every scenario in your head. What the barbz gonna say? What the barbz about to do to me? What what? The barbz got motherfuckers losing sleep. Cause they know the barbz are waiting and they're ready. And you know, it's like the barbz, we got a different kind of kiki. Like, motherfuckers be kikiing, but everybody wants to kiki like the barbz, right? Um, you know, back in the days, I don't know how many of y'all went to school, but you remember like back in the days, it's always a group of people that were like, you know, they could be doing the most boring shit, but other people look at them like they're the popular people. And the other people will think that we having the most fun because you know why? Because we're so we look like we are. Because we don't reek of needing validation. So from across the room, it looks like there's something happening there, like that you don't want to be outside of. You wish you could be a part of it, even if they're doing the most simple thing. You want to be at that table. That's what I realized because so many times when the barbs are just, doing nothing much and just having fun or a silly joke, everyone is, peeking over at our table. They might say they don't like the yellow cookie, but if the barbs start eating the yellow cookie, everybody gonna eat the yellow cookie and want the yellow cookie and buy the yellow cookie. It's because whatever we do, because we're doing it in just our genuine love, it makes people want to be a part of it. You see how it has nothing to do with money? You see how it has nothing to do with status? And you want to know what's so interesting? When you're at that popular table that everyone else thinks that they want to be at, when you're at that table, you don't look at their table and think that you want to go to their table. You want to know what's so crazy, y'all? You don't even remember their table is there. But not because you are mean or that you think you're too good. It's just that you are so fulfilled. We're so fulfilled in our own moment, in our own purpose, in our own corny jokes, in our own being ourselves. I don't understand. Oh, but by the way, oh, I don't give a flying fuck what motherfuckers do. Soon as that info come out, and that goes for everybody. Any updates, anything, you getting dragged. You getting dragged. You getting dragged. Okay? You wanted to play. Right? You wanted to play. You wanted to stomp with the big dogs. Right? Right? Didn't you always want to stomp with the big dogs? Huh? 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 The stunts and the time for stunts are over. Okay? It is right now, it's just to Gag City and the committee. You see, it's a lot of y'all. But we gonna take it one day at a time. Every failure, every falling short, you're gonna get dragged. You made the rules. We didn't make them. You did. So no matter what you throw out, no matter what you throw out there, the barbs do, we still gonna get you. You still have a chance. All of you. All of you still have a chance to come out and say what it is you guys to say. Okay? However, you're gonna get dragged until then and even after that. Mm-hmm. Do you see we not feeling sorry for nobody? We not. We laughing, we dragging. We laughing, we dragging, and we bragging. Yeah. Every time you fail, every time you stumble, every time you fall, we laughing, we dragging, and we bragging. So don't think you can get out of it. Nope. Nope. We gonna be here tomorrow. We gonna be here the day after that. We gonna be here the week and the month and the year after that. You know why? You made the rules. And so now, what's up? What's up with what's good? I mean, what's going on, y'all? In the words of a very wise woman, it look easy, don't it? What's the line that came before that, y'all? Mm. I pity opponents. And I must say, there definitely is a lot of pity there, especially for some of them who were warned often. Um, and that goes for people in front of the camera and behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. Because they work hand in hand, okay? And imagine coming out with your usual playbook, yet not knowing that niggas is on a different time in this time. Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't want the people to see what I got to say no more? What? You don't want the people to hear me going off? Oh no, but come on back, y'all. Come on back. Are we pouring some tea? And there's a lot to be said for doing the work especially when you get to a certain age. Like, when you think about it, right? What does it really say? And I'm not saying it in the context of the industry and the bullshit we be talking about, right? Let's just talk about in the context of you as a human being, right? What does it say about a person who cannot bear to hear or to read anything other than praise about themselves? Bingo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nicki the Tonic Bot. Thank you, Nicki's pen. Thank you, Momophonica. Thank you, Dance5637. Insecure, insecure, insecure. Isn't it funny how, with everything that came my way, and for how many years, isn't it interesting that I never thought to buy bots on Twitter? Now imagine being more than 10 years older than me and not being able to bear to watch people say anything other than praises about you. That even when you know you paid for this, even knowing that you paid for that, right? That somehow that feels better to you than hearing people simply speak the truth about you in their opinion. Imagine how empty and unfulfilled and incomplete a person has to be after they've used that very thing against so many people. Back when you guys didn't know about bots, that they've been, you know, they've been cool. Remember how fast the Shade Room jumped at the opportunity to post something about a 16-year-old boy? Remember how fast? Remember and isn't it interesting that everyone thought it was so funny to try to post about something that had happened with two 16-year-olds that had happened 30 years earlier. 30 years earlier. Isn't that interesting how they loved the bots then when those, you know, when it was being weaponized against their ops? And isn't it funny how they didn't even care about the young children who they do these things to all the time? And isn't it funny? I never once went and got bots to trend the name Nicki Minaj and have a bunch of bots with 0 followers say, Nicki's a nice lady. Nicki's always been giving back to the community, and Nicki's been paying college tuition. Remember, I never did that. So who do you think is more mentally stable? The person who can't even stomach reading one or two or three honest comments about them, where it doesn't fit into the role of them being praised and worshiped? Who's more mentally unstable? Bots at 55? Or no bots at 37? Or no bots ever in your entire career on Twitter and Instagram? Who do you think, let's just by a show of hands, who is more mentally stable meaning they've done the mental and spiritual work, who do you think is mentally stable? No bots or bots at 55? So you got robots, then you got no bots. It's very telling if a person requires constant praise to the point where they have to even recruit you into their delusion, into their bubble of delusion. And everyone has to pretend they're not seeing what they're seeing to simply protect the ego of someone at the age of 55. Now, what do you think is going to happen when karma comes knocking on the door of the people who were knowingly engaging on these blogs that were knowingly posting lies? I'll tell you guys about our new home soon. Yeah, life is so interesting. Yo, what if I told you, right, that, you know what, I ain't gonna tell you that yet. So would you rather be a no-bot or a robot? So instead of discussing what's going on legally, just pay bots to cover that up for the day and hope that no one saw. And then let me use another person as a shield, always, thinking that that's going to stop anything. Now, how many of you know this about me? How many of you have heard me say this a million times? That whatever I say, what percentage of what I know do I normally say? About what percentage? Keith said 10. I would say, well, yeah, 15, 20 max. Um, I always say, when it comes to real stuff, I always say the very least about what I know. So that means if I tell you something, not only can you set your watch by it, not only can you set your calendar by it, but you can bet your bottom fucking dollar I haven't even scratched the surface. T T Money said station has stopped kicking me out. Um, well, if station head don't want us on here, if station head doesn't, value our business, as a lot of the other places seem not to. But sometimes you never know if the top people at the company, are aware. So we're gonna make sure that they're aware. But anyone who doesn't appreciate our business won't have our business. And you guys keep asking me, am I talking about the app? Like I said, I will tell you guys what I'm talking about soon enough. But ultimately, my darlings, I love you very much. I think you are awesome people. I think that you are way better than you know. And you know what else? Sometimes the best way to support someone, sometimes it's not by saying anything or doing anything. Sometimes it's by not doing or saying anything. You know? No one can tell you how to show your support, as everyone's mind works differently. And we'll never be in a situation where we just listen and like or it just start acting like we don't have critical thinking skills. That's very important. And so that means with everyone, including with me, you should feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should never feel forced to tweet something or to post something or, like even with your friends or whatever it is. Like, you should always be able to be your motherfucking self. You are an individual. And if all the barbs are posting something and I appreciate it, it doesn't mean that that's how you have to show your support. And I spoke about this before, like a lot of the um, TM from the very beginning, and this was a joke because I was like, a lot of how we used to be, what was that, in '09? What year did I get on Twitter? Or 2000? But how we used to be was when they weren't like feeling me or agreeing with me, I would know because we didn't have that many people, so I kind of really knew their ass, and they always had a big mouth. Um, I would know by just they wouldn't say anything, you know. Um, and then they would come back, after we finished discussing that particular topic or whatever, and it would be just cool because I I understood. Big booty Coco said, "I'm glad you know." Yeah, of course I do, and I respect that. I don't want people like that don't think that they can have their own thoughts about whatever it is I'm doing. But I just want to make sure y'all don't be doing the most on my timeline. The same way you don't want to come on your timeline and see motherfuckers dragging you about something. You rather they just take that, get off your phone, cuss me out, and then come back on. Bitch. The fuck?
Hello, Nicki.
How can I help you, ma'am?
Nothing. I'm at work.
Oh, okay. Well, hi.
Hey, girl.
What city you in?
I'm in Atlanta right now.
Is it hot out there?
Yeah, it was hot today, but it's been raining like the last couple of days.
Hmm. Okay. What time you getting off?
Girl, midnight.
What?
Yeah, I work
Hmm. I
overnight
wish
at
I.
the hospital.
Oh, you at the hospital? That's where you work.
Yeah.
Oh, if I was out there, I would have stopped by to say hi.
Oh, that would be nice.
Well, tell everybody over there I said hi.
Okay, Queen.
All right. All right, my darling.
All right, bye, love.
Bye, love. Bye, love. Bye, love. Bye, love. Bye, love. Yeah, we could have all snuck up over there and then, and like, just, anyway, so, so that's how. Oh, you know what? I didn't even ask her what the. I didn't ask her what I was about to ask her. Where is she? Miss Ma'am, answer the. Where you at, ma'am? Ma'am, I didn't ask you what I was supposed to ask you. Silly Willy. Because she was like, I'm glad you know. And I was happy because I wanted someone to, to speak on that part. Ahmad Revenge said, "Do you be seeing my comments?" Yes, I do, boo. Remedy said, "I can speak on it." No, thank you, sir. Minaj Mogul said, "Are we still expecting make a baby? Are you?" Okay, I'm gonna let Big Coco go because she's at work. And I'm letting y'all know right the fuck now. Y'all will get dealt with. Okay, if y'all come up on here today trying to be slick, funny, or cute. Hey, Portugal. Oh, remember that you said you still waiting for your prize? Okay, well, wait some more. Mhm, mhm, mhm. It's collecting interest. So you're going to make an extra couple pennies on your investment. Now sit down. Thank you. Hi, Mosey Cozy. What's up?
So I got a problem.
Huh?
So I remember you were saying like, sorry, I'm fucking nervous, but I remember you were saying, oh, I want to show love to the OG bars and OG fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're, give me a moment, I'm walking to my car. Like a lot of OG barbers, we don't get a lot of love.
Really?
Yeah. So I see like the majority of people that you follow are like people who post about you frequently. Now, us OG mature barbs, we be having our own lives, our own opinions,
What's
but
that?
you don't ever follow us. It's like you only
Why would
follow
I see
like,
you, babe? No, when I follow people, I don't know if they're an OG Barb or not.
mm, mm. That's bad
You
on my
think
end for assuming that.
yeah, like right now, I just called you out of the station had comments. I don't know if you're an OG Barb or not.
Oh, that's real.
Mm. Are
Yeah.
you? Okay, so you're an OG Barb. Do I
Oh,
follow you
yeah.
on Twitter?
No, ma'am, you don't. We've
What's
spoken
your
on.
Twitter?
It's the same as Mosey Cozy here.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I follow you, Mosey Cozy. Now go ahead, say what else you had to say.
And I mean, that's pretty much it, though. A lot of certain barbs who are OGs, we don't really get noticed. And it's always just the ones that, their whole life is dedicated behind posting you. Now, and I'm one of the
Hmm.
fans. I like to hold all my faves accountable. Now, I will, like you said, I will talk my shit, but it's always respectful and it's always said within a tone that I just want you to be a better artist. I mean, you already are the queen of rap, you know what I'm saying? You already the better artist, but I always like for you to push your pen, and that's what I desire most out of you. Whenever I'm like, oh, she could have went hard on this, I always say it. But I always, like I said, I will always say it respectfully because at the end of the day, you are a human being. You're fucking
Hmm.
human. So I like to give constructive criticism.
Hmm.
'Cause I feel like it's a disservice to you if we just take the pickle juice. We should always want the best.
First of all, excuse me, sir.
Sorry, sorry.
When it comes to Onika, there is no pickle juice. Okay?
Hmm.
Now, I don't know who the fuck you looked or saw when you looked in the motherfucking mirror this morning, nigga. But, sweetheart, I've never, nor will I ever, give pickle juice. Therefore, the Barbs don't and won't
Yes, ma'am.
have to settle for pickle juice. You see, when you make the bar and set the bar and make the bar and set the bar and yada yada yada, round and around we motherfucking go.
You are the bar.
Okay. Right. So, but here's the thing. Go ahead, finish what you're saying. We just needed to clear up that pickle juice term.
Okay, yeah, I apologize. And once again, I'm not trying to say anything in a bashful way or anything. But yeah, I always expect the highest out of you, and you give the highest a lot of times. But for me, once again, in my opinion, there will be certain moments which I can't recall right now because I'm fucking nervous and I'm shaking. But but there will be certain moments like on certain records where I'm like, come on, like she's capable of like a billion times more. But like I'm just a fucking how can I say? I'm like super pretentious when it come down to like your raps. And I'm like, I like when she does this. I like when she does this. I don't like when she does this. I don't like when she does that. You know what I mean?
So,
And
what's
I
your
just,
what? Name a couple of your faves for me.
oh, from which era? Just anytime.
Hmm.
Okay, gun to my head right now, I would say my favorite you song, High School's easy one. I really like your my favorite mixtape review ever was Sucker Free. Like that shit has no skips for me. Um, More recent, I would say Pink Birthday. That bitch slides. Um,
So wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Hold on.
oh, y'all calling me a
Before
mole?
I, wait, hold on, hold on. You see, you calling yourself a mole because you know yourself. But now listen to this. You just got an opportunity to speak to Nicki Minaj, right? And you prefaced it by saying how critical you are of the greatest of all time, right? You prefaced it by saying that.
No, ma'am. I said I was.
And wait, hold
I'm
on,
very
hold
critical of my
on,
face.
hold on, hold on. And by the way, you didn't say anything wrong, so no need to be defensive. You just did all of that talking about pickle juice. And I asked you, what are your faves? Where I lived up to your potential, and you said high school and pink birthday. The
But
greatest of all time, lived up to my true potential on pink birthday, an
no, ma'am.
interlude
No, ma'am.
where I
No. I'm so sorry. I'm saying like
no,
those
cause
are some
now
of
you
my.
see, hold on, Mosey Cozy. Okay, now it's my motherfucking turn, Mosey. Okay, now we definitely know that we can't pay you any motherfucking mind.
No.
Could you fucking imagine getting to talk to Michael motherfucking Jordan and you tell him your favorite move by him is when he dribbled the ball?
I done lost. My God,
No,
I'm so
no, no, no,
sorry.
no, no, Mosey, Mosey, whoa, Posey, pockets full of motherfucking Posey. Okay, what's your job description?
I work in intelligence, so I'm a IT analyst.
IT analyst.
Yes, ma'am.
And let me guess, you one of the people that's been up in here listening to me?
I have no choice. You're my favorite female rapper or rapper in general. So
That's listen, pocket full of Posey, okay? Ring around the motherfucking Rosie, okay? Because it ain't no motherfucking way in anybody get asked about Nicki Minaj's best verse or song of all time. And a motherfucker gonna say pink motherfucking birthday. Cha. What in the fuck is you talking about? You must want the motherfucking pickle juice, nigga.
I do would like, I really would like to apologize if what I'm saying doesn't make sense. Once again, I said it earlier. I'm super fucking nervous. This is only my second time speaking to you on Station Head, and
Mosey
maybe I'm not
Cozy, cut
getting.
it out.
Maybe,
Oh, you spoke
maybe
to
I'm
me
not.
before?
Yes, ma'am. Maybe I'm not attacking it the
Okay, well
right
then I
way.
shouldn't have picked up. I shouldn't have picked up. I should have
Nikki,
gave somebody else
no,
another mother. I should have
no,
gave another person a chance
no,
so
Nikki.
you
I
could
love
listen to
you.
Pink Birthday.
Nikki, I love you to death, and I just couldn't at this moment, call out any, certain songs, but like,
No,
there's
no, no,
no.
no, no. But see, this is the thing. This is no. I'm glad you did that. You see how people have such strong feelings or such strong opinions, and
Yes,
then
ma'am.
when you give that, and then most of the time when you give them the floor to articulate that, to articulate that when they're speaking to someone who
Hmm.
is self-made, and is the best of all
For sure,
motherfucking time.
and I'll never
You
take that from
being
you.
critical. No, you being critical, but can't articulate it because where the fuck? Okay, so you said high school and pink birthday. Give me your third choice.
My third choice, uh, it would be the self-entitled Roman Reloaded track with Lil Wayne. That fucking not Christopher Reeves, but the fucking Christopher Bosch line, hard. The bite me apple sign, hard. That would be my third one.
Paid Mo hard
No,
pass.
no, no, Nikki, I
Paid
am not.
Mo. Paid Mo.
Oh
So
shit.
what did you say? You work in intelligence?
Yes, ma'am.
And what you be doing? Like give
So
us the
basically,
practical side.
so basically, all I do is look at data trends from like, because I'm in the military as well. So basically, from a military standpoint, a lot of it is like confidential, classified stuff. So I can't really describe it accurately.
Mm-hmm.
But to
Yeah.
sum it up, I just basically look up data trends, see how we can work certain things out.
Hack? Hack
Say
and
it again.
spy? Hack and spy?
No, no, not hacking spies, but we look at the data. We basically we receive data that we get from whatever intelligence agency there may be. We analyze it, see how
Mm-hmm.
we can improve our strategy, how we can be 10 steps ahead of them. So like yeah, so that's the best way I could put it without getting locked up.
Mm-hmm. So and you're in the military.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I have a very special job too, but I
Yes,
never
ma'am.
told my barbs about it. It's secret. It's top secret. And I know some people, because I know they're hiring, and and I of course, um, I let them know that I can do the job, and they
Mhm.
want to hire me.
Mhm. But I would like to apologize if at any time you feel like I questioned what you do, what you bring to us.
No, what's your third song that you picked?
I picked Roman Reloaded
Oh, Roman
featuring Lil
Reloaded.
Wayne.
Oh, Roman Reloaded. What city are you in?
Right now I'm in Tampa, Florida, where I went to see you at Gag City, and I saw you in Orlando, and I talked to
Oh,
you on here.
really? Oh,
And
really?
you sent me money, which
Po-
I'm very
post your.
thankful for
Oh, I sent you
you
money.
sending me
How
money.
how much?
It, at first I think it was 1,300 off the top of my head. But
What?
yes, ma'am.
I
Because you were
definitely didn't send you
doing,
no 13. I definitely
yeah,
didn't send you no 13.
I believe you did because at first I think I won like $81 or something because you picked it out of a hat or whatever you were picking out of at
Okay.
the time. And then
Yeah.
you had liked how I spoke with you, talked to you, gave you big ups and whatnot, and then you had one digit on the front and then another digit on the back or something like that. And yeah,
Wow.
so because I came
You.
in and I gave you your respect, which you are overtly due. And yeah, I guess you said something along the lines of I'm one of the fans that help you get up in the morning to keep push your pen to keep going. And I thought this was going to be
Oh.
another one of those moments. And
Are you in your
now everybody's
30s?
coming. 29. So I'm pushing 30.
Okay. How tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
What sign are you?
I'm a Scorpio.
Mm.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Okay, well, mosey on along, Cozy. Have a good night, sir. Take care of yourself. Mm, Chat, 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 chat. Why the fuck was I sending Mr. Mosey Cozy all that money? Uh-uh. Mr. Cozy, I want my money. Everybody paying up. Yeah, it took my son Pink birthday. But y'all, I got to pay some bills. So we doing a commercial break right now. So that means, and y'all don't be picking on Mosey Cozy, okay? Like I said, everyone's, everyone speaks differently and does things differently, or so you never know. Like I remember a lot of people couldn't tell when I used to be shy. They would read it as if I was like a bitch, and that was like my whole life. I mean, I was loud, but I'm talking about, like when I would meet certain people, like when I met Lil Wayne, I was so shy until Drake sent Wayne a video of us on the other bus, and I was singing along to a Jamaican song, or like we was doing the beat, like you know how I be doing the beat, knocking the beat, the in a table or the wall or whatever, and making my own beat. I was doing that to like a Jamaican beat, and we was in there like yeah yeah, yeah, like loud and stuff. And Wayne was like, I never seen you act like this ever. He couldn't believe it was the same person. Yeah. Anyway, so y'all, I'm gonna play some music. Now, what vibe y'all feeling right now? What vibes y'all in today? What kind of songs? Shut up, Logan. Talking about some pink birthday. Yeah, Mosey Cozy, I cannot believe you had all this shit to say. Like you was the big rap critique. Asked you what's one of your favorite things. You're gonna talk about some high school and pink birthday. Sit down. Sit your the fuck? Pink birthday? Pink birthday was in your list? And then he was like, I ain't no pay mo. Yeah, that man. Watch him. Watch him. Mm, Um, bum, 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 bum. BFTYID said, I have a bone to be with you, Nicki. What? No, you don't. If you mean pick, because B. hmm hmm Yeah, I'm not about to play no grand piano right now. Too much on grand piano, Marilyn Monroe. So that's how y'all wanna. That's the kind of music y'all wanna hear right now. Like, okay, this will help me. Just say R or P. So, do you consider yourself more of a rap barb or more of a pop barb? Jaquel Whitaker said, but did you tell Lil Wayne How to Love was your top three songs? How to Love is one of my least liked songs in Wayne's entire discography. Like, I don't like that song at all. And I know that was a huge song. And everybody that I knew loved that song. Everybody. And I couldn't get into it. All right, so I'm going to play some songs. I might screenshot some winners during that time, and but I'm also gonna do winners when I come back on. Okay. So get your blunt, get your cup, get your whatever it is you get, and get on your level. Get on that level you're trying to be on. Okay.